know, that was really creepy how to start this video. But anyways, I just want to make a video about, my coming out story, because, you know, finally I have one about my parents, at least, and my brother. I came out to them on, July, well, I came out to my parents on July 5th, and then I came out to my brother on, like, July 8th or something like that. I don't know. But, so I came out to my parents on July 5th, and what happened was that we were on our way to Ocean City, and, so we were just, like, stopping by places to get stuff to, you know, get ready to go there, because we were going to go see, my dad's side of the family, his sister, and his, brother-in-law, and my grandma, and my, baby cousin. Yeah, so that was it. But, anyway, so we stopped by at CVS, so my mom got out of the car to get something, and so it was just me and my dad in the car, and then out of nowhere, my dad just asked me, do you like boys and stuff like that, and I was just, you know, laughing and stuff, and well, no, I said that I didn't want a boyfriend or something like that. I don't really remember, it's been a while. And so, yeah, so he was like, barely hear you talk about boys and such and stuff like that, and then he kept talking to me about it, and then he was like, I kept telling him, oh, I didn't want a boyfriend and stuff like that. And then, and eventually he asked me if I like girls, and I was just laughing, and I was like, yeah, I do, and, like, honestly, I made myself act like I was joking around to make him think, oh, okay, you do like boys and stuff like that. But he just kept asking me, and, you know, I surprised myself, and I finally told him yes, and I was dead serious. I didn't even laugh. I was just like, yeah, I do like girls and stuff like that. So, and after that, he got really upset about that, and then he was just really, you know, mad about it and stuff like that, because he didn't, like, you know, it's normal for, like, you know, your parents who are religious to be upset about it and everything, and, well, some religious parents don't really get upset about it. They just be like, okay, honey, I accept you and everything like that. But my dad, no, he wasn't like that at all. He wasn't bad about it. Like, he wasn't like, oh, you're gonna go to hell and stuff like that. But he just said how he felt about it, and he didn't really use the Bible against me or anything. He just said, all he really said was that I just grew up with biblical terms and stuff like that, and I just grew up in a different way, in a different environment, and shit like that. And then after that, but he was really upset about it, as I already said. So my mom comes back into the car, and as soon as she opens the door, my dad was like, did you know that our daughter is a lesbian? And, you know, he was so angry about it. He said it to her, and then, so my mom was like, well, I mean, that's who she is, and she can't change for who she is, and everything, so you can't get upset about it to her. And then, so my dad was getting all mad and stuff, and he was like, oh, I don't like this, and everything, and blah, blah, blah. And then after a while, he was like, our daughter's lesbian, where did I go wrong in parenting and stuff like that? And then that's when I broke down crying and stuff, and then I said to him, oh, I want to go home. And so he was about to drive there, but then he was about to drive me home, but then he stopped at a parking lot, and he was like, well, I'm just gonna let you and her talk it out and everything, and I'm just gonna get out of the car and just walk and stuff. So he gets out the car, and my mom was in the car with me, and I was crying and everything, and she was trying to calm me down. So she was just like, you know, just like trying to calm me down, I guess. And she just like asked me a few questions and stuff, and I told her how, like, when I was like between 12 to 13, I figured out that I was bisexual and stuff like that. And so I told her about it, and I was like, yeah, I liked girls since I was 12 years old, And she was surprised because she was like, "You like girls since you were 12 years old," and I've been hiding this big secret for a couple of years. Like I don't feel like counting right now, but I've been hiding it for a couple of years, and she never knew that I was like that. Like she never knew that I liked girls at all. So what happened was that I told her that I like girls since I was 4 years old, and she was like, really, and everything. And then I told her how I hate myself a lot because I couldn't accept myself because I was like, back then I believed in God, and I was like, oh, I'm such a frown upon God and everything, and I was just really upset about it, and I was trying to make myself change. uh, you know, I don't know if anyone else had that problem where they try to make themselves change, like they act like it's actually a choice, but it's not. But it was just something that I just didn't like, and I was like getting so upset about it, and I would cry every night about it, and I would like, oh my god, my parents are gonna be so upset about it, and they're gonna hate me, they're gonna kick me out of the house, and everything like that. And I would just try to train myself into saying no, she is not cute. I don't like her like that. I only like boys, and I would try to force myself to only like boys and everything. But then, I tried to do it, but then, I couldn't do it, and then I finally accepted myself, and I said, yes, I'm bisexual, and I should just accept myself. And I finally told my friends that I was bisexual at the time, and everything. And then after that, I finished. I was done, but the only problem I had was my parents and everything, and yeah. And then eventually, I didn't find any interest in boys anymore. But anyways, so I told her that and everything, and then she was like, well, honey, you don't have to cry and everything, and everything's gonna be alright. And I told her how I was afraid. I didn't tell them because I told her that I was afraid to tell them because I thought that they would kick me out and and just hate me and everything. And then my mom's like, "Oh no, we would never kick you out. We love you for who you are and everything and stuff like that." And then after that, she was like, "I'm gonna go talk to dad and everything." And yeah, and she helped me stop crying and everything. So I stopped crying, and then she goes out and talks to my dad, and then they were been talking for like 10 minutes or something like that. Yeah, and then they both come back, and then my dad closes his door, and then he looks at me, and I just couldn't look at him because I was dead. I was really dead inside, and so I was just looking down at the ground, and then my dad was like, um, I know, I never grew up around that and stuff like that, and he said that he would love me no matter what, no matter what I like, no matter what gender I like, and everything. And he said that one day he would accept it and everything. So yeah, that's what happened. And after that, we nothing ever happened. They don't really talk about it to me. Like it sounds like my mom did accept it, but I know that my mom didn't, because I know my mom, she's like a really great mom to me, and she knows what to say and everything, and she just doesn't want to say anything to offend me, so she doesn't say anything about it. But on the other hand, my dad, he tells me what he feels like and everything, and I'll get really upset about it, but he never really said anything. But before, when I didn't tell them anything, my dad would always say, "Oh, faggot people," and stuff like that, and I would get offended by it, and I would every time when he said that, I would go upstairs in my room and cry and everything, and I'd be really upset about it. But yeah, now he doesn't say anything offensive about gay people, obviously, because he knows me that I'm gay now. So yeah, and then on July 8th, or around there, I was watching a movie with my brother. We're sitting on the couch, and we were watching Never Back Down. I think that was the movie called the title. But so we were watching that, and it was it was at the awkward point where it was like the girl was on top of the boy, and they were wrestling and everything. And then my brother, he just out of nowhere, he was like, "Oh, I bet you wish that you were her so you can get all the boys and everything, and so they can like smack your ass and everything." And I was like, And then, well, I wasn't like that, but I said to him, I was like, right after he said that, I was like, I'm gay. I felt so much better after I told him that, so he wouldn't keep telling me that how I want all these boys and everything, because I would always get upset about it, and I'd be like, no, no, I don't want boys, I want girls, and everything. So I told him straight up, I was like, I'm gay. And then he was like, you're gay? And then I was like, yeah. And then he was like, oh, really? Well, he, like, before he would always think that I'm gay and everything, and he was always right about that, but then I would always say, oh no, I'm not gay and everything, but now he knows, and so he doesn't have to keep questioning me. And, yeah, so that happened, and, yeah, that's my coming out story, I guess, and, yeah, so if you wanted to hear my friends, me coming out to my friends and everything, well, I mean, you can say it if you want me to make a video about that, but this long is already long enough. But anyways, yeah, so my parents don't really talk about it. I don't feel like they want to talk about it, and they don't know that I have a girlfriend because I don't think they're ready for that. So as soon as they start talking to me about my sexuality and everything, and then, you know, they get used to it, I'll eventually tell them that I have a girlfriend and everything. And so, yeah. So anyone else who hasn't come out, I hope it goes well for you guys whenever you do come out. And you never know, you can surprise yourself to coming out, because I surely did enough of surprising myself. But, yeah.